Good day to you all, and welcome back to the Amish Rebel podcast. What if the biggest money saver on your farm has been right there, unseen, for years? Most of us work hard, chasing every dollar, burning time and fuel. But the Amish found a different path, a simple choice with their cornstalks that paid them back, big time, every single season. It's a truth about the land that will change how you think about farm waste forever. So let's talk about what actually happens on most big farms today. After a long harvest, the fields are covered in leftover corn stalks. And the fastest way to deal with all that? Just burn it. Light a match, clear the field, and get ready for the next planting season. It looks clean, and it feels efficient. It's a shortcut, but the Amish look at that same field, and they see something completely different. They don't see waste that needs to be burned. They see a gift. They see food for the soil, a blessing left behind to make next year even better. Working those stalks back into the ground takes more effort, there's no doubt about it. But this is where that payoff comes in. It's a long-term investment in the health of the land God has given them. This one decision, to feed the soil instead of burning the stalks, is the key. It's a mindset that saves them a fortune over time and builds a farm that gets stronger, not weaker, with every passing year. We're going to look at exactly how they do it and why this old way is proving to be smarter than ever. Now, it's easy to look at a big commercial farm and think, well, they must know what they're doing. They have the giant equipment, the scientists, the spreadsheets. And for them, burning a field makes sense on paper. It's fast. A single match can clear hundreds of acres in a day. It's clean. It gets rid of all that leftover plant material, along with any pests or diseases that might be hiding in it. For a farmer on a tight schedule, trying to get the next crop in the ground, it feels like the most efficient option. Press a button, solve a problem. But that shortcut comes with a heavy price tag, one that isn't always obvious at first. Think about what's actually going up in that smoke. It's not just waste. It's carbon, it's nitrogen, it's all the valuable organic matter that the corn plant spent an entire season pulling from the air and the soil. It's basically free fertilizer, and it's being sent straight up into the atmosphere as pollution. Once that gift is gone, it's gone for good. So what happens next season? The farmer has to go out and buy what they just burned. They spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars on chemical fertilizers to put those same nutrients back into the ground. It creates a cycle. Burn the free stuff, then pay to replace it, year after year. And over time, something even worse happens. The fire doesn't just burn the stalks, it bakes the top layer of the earth. It kills off the beneficial microbes, the earthworms, all the life that makes soil rich and resilient. Slowly but surely, that living soil turns into dead dirt. It becomes a substance that can't grow anything on its own, a medium that's completely dependent on a constant drip of expensive chemicals just to function. The shortcut, taken over and over, ends up destroying the very foundation of the farm itself. So while one farm is sending its best asset up in smoke, the Amish farm next door is doing the exact opposite. They see that field of leftover stalks not as a problem to be erased, but as a payment for the future. Their method isn't complicated or high-tech. In fact, its power is in its simplicity. Instead of burning the stalks, they just leave them. They let the stalks stand in the field through the winter, where the snow, the rain, and the frost go to work, starting the natural process of breaking them down. It's patient farming. It's letting nature do the first round of work for free. Then, come spring, they simply fold that material back into the earth. Using a plow or a disc, they chop up the softened stalks and mix them right into the top layer of soil. When a drought hits, that's the difference between a struggling crop and a healthy one. This process also makes the soil light and airy. It prevents it from becoming hard and compacted. Instead of fighting against the earth, tools like a simple broad fork can slide right in, aerating the ground without destroying the delicate ecosystem of worms and microbes that live there. Every single season, the soil gets a little darker, a little richer, and a little deeper. The Amish aren't just maintaining their land, they are actively building it. It's like a savings account for your farm, but instead of dollars, you're banking fertility. And that's a currency that never loses its value. So that bank account of fertility we talked about, let's look at the science behind why it works so well. It's one thing to say they're building soil, but it's another to see what's actually happening at a microscopic level. It's pretty amazing. When those corn stalks get mixed into the earth, they become food. a massive feast for an entire invisible world of bacteria, fungi, and microbes. These tiny workers are the real heroes of the story. They swarm the stalks and begin to break them down, unlocking all the nutrients stored inside. What you're really seeing is nature's perfect recycling program. The carbon from the stalks gets locked into the ground, creating that deep, black, rich-looking soil. This isn't just for looks. That dark color is a sign of life and health. It's what turns dirt into what farmers call black gold. Instead of sending that carbon up into the atmosphere as smoke, it's put to work right where the next crop can use it. It's a closed-loop system. This mindset of seeing value everywhere, of seeing waste as a resource, goes way beyond just cornstalks. It's a whole philosophy. For example, some modern researchers have started looking into other natural fertilizers, and what they found is fascinating. They discovered that human urine has a nitrogen-phosphorus-potassium ratio that's almost identical to many store-bought fertilizers. The Stockholm Environment Institute found that a single family of 4 can produce the equivalent of a 110-pound bag of fertilizer every year. It's also packed with other good stuff like calcium and magnesium. Now, that's not to say this is a standard Amish practice, but it perfectly illustrates the mindset. It's about understanding the cycles of nature and working with them, not against them. It's seeing the potential in things that other people would just throw away. That cornstalk, that nutrient, it's all part of the payoff. This way of thinking isn't just some abstract philosophy. It shows up in the physical tools they use, in the very shape of their gardens. It's a complete system built for abundance and resilience, year after year. Instead, you'll often see tools like the broad fork. It looks like a giant, sturdy fork with long handles. You stand on it, using your body weight to press the tines deep into the ground. It doesn't flip the soil over, it just gently loosens and aerates it, creating pathways for air, water, and roots without disturbing the structure. It's a tool that respects the soil. This cleverness extends to getting a jump on the seasons. To get plants in the ground earlier, many will use something called a soil block maker. It's a simple press that forms blocks of soil you can start seeds in indoors. You don't even need plastic pots. This simple hack gives your crops a critical head start, stretching the growing season and the harvest. And the gardens themselves are designed for maximum output. Some use spiral gardens, which are raised beds that wind upwards. This simple design creates different microclimates. The top is sunnier and drier, perfect for certain herbs, while the bottom is cooler and shadier. It's a way to pack more diversity and a staggered harvest into a small space. Even winter is seen as an opportunity. A brilliant technique is to pile snow high over root cellars or beds with root crops. It seems backwards, but that thick layer of snow acts as a perfect insulator, protecting the vegetables from the harsh freeze and thaw cycles. Then, in the spring, it all melts, giving the soil a deep, gentle watering to wake everything up.